The Adventures of Chatter the Squirrel, Thornton W. Bergs, Chapter 15. On we go. Nobody lives who's wholly bad. Some good will find in every heart. Your enemies will be your friends if only you will do your part. Farmer Brown's boy tries to make friends. All his life, Chatter the Red Squirrel had looked on Farmer Brown's boy as his enemy, just as did all the other little people of the Green Meadows, the Green Forest, and the Smiling Pool. They feared him, and because they feared him, they hated him. So whenever they came near, they ran away. Now at first, Farmer Brown's boy used to run after them for just one thing, because he wanted to make friends with them, and he couldn't see however he was going to do it unless he caught them. After a while, when he found that he couldn't catch them by running after them, he made up his mind that they didn't want to be his friends, and so he began to hunt them because he thought it was fun to try to outwit them. Of course, when he began to do that, they hated him and feared him all the more. You see, they didn't understand that really he had one of the kindest hearts in the world, and he didn't understand that they hated him just because they didn't know him. So when Chatter had been caught in the trap in Farmer Brown's corn crib, he had traveled it in his lease. The squirrel we've been reading about. He doubted in the least that Farmer Brown's boy would give him to Black Pussy or do something equally cruel. And even when he found that he was only to be kept a prisoner in a very comfortable prison with plenty to eat and drink, he wasn't willing to believe any good of Farmer Brown's boy. Indeed, he hated him more than ever if it was possible. But Farmer Brown's boy was very patient. He came to Chatter's prison ever so many times a day and whistled and clucked and talked to Chatter.
Why did you whistle?
Because he's talking to him. And he brought good things to eat. It seemed as if he were all the time trying to think of some new treat for Chatter. He never came without bringing something. At first, Chatter would hide in the hollow stump as soon as he saw Farmer Brown's boy coming, and wouldn't so much as peek out until he had gone away. When he was sure that he was clear,
peek out?
Because he wanted to see what he brought, he would come out again, and always he found some delicious fat nuts or some other dainty he was waiting for him.
Who was waiting for him?
Some food. After a little, as soon as he saw Farmer Brown's boy coming, Chatter would begin to wonder what good things he had brought this time, and would grow terribly impatient for Farmer Brown's boy to go away so that he could find out. Did you eat it all gone? Wow. Here's this. You can mention that while you're waiting. By and by, so that he couldn't wait, but would slyly peep out of his little round doorway to see what had been brought out for him. Then one day, Farmer Brown's boy didn't come at all. Chatter tried to make himself believe that he was glad. He told himself that he hated Farmer Brown's boy and he had hoped that he never would see him again, but all the time he knew that it wasn't true. It was the longest day since Chatter had been a prisoner. Early the next morning, before Chatter was out of bed, he heard a step in the woodshed, and before he thought what he was doing, he was out of his hollow stump to see if it really was Farmer Brown's boy. It was. He had 3 great fat nuts which he had brought into Chatter's cage. It seemed to Chatter that he just couldn't wait for Farmer Brown's boy to go away. Finally, he darted forward and seized one. Then he scampered to the shelter of his hollow stump to eat it. When it was finished, he just hid to have another one. Farmer Brown's boy was still watching, but somehow Chatter didn't feel so afraid. Gwynnie, eat your food, please. This time he sat up on one of the little branches of the stump and ate it in plain sight. Farmer Brown's boy smiled. It was a pleasant smile. "I believe we shall be friends after all," said he. And that is the end of chapter 15.
Yay!
Okay, you say goodbye.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Gwynnie. Gwynnie.
Goodbye.